Hello, criminal justice enthusiasts, and welcome back to the second playthrough of JudgeSim. Here we have the bombing of Parliament that happened, as it did in the first case. So, after the attack, law of execution was accepted. Those who are on trial for terrorism and other severe crimes will be executed. Sounds good. But I have a feeling with the people in question, I'm going to get a letter for them, and it's going to tell me to let them go. Alright, taking part in organized criminal activities and terrorism. Actually, no, I am incorrect. He's the bomber. Yeah, he is the bomber. I remember that quite correctly. Yeah, he chose to bomb it. Let me check my email. Alright, there's her nasty letter again about me kicking her out on the street. Still not a fan of her. Okay, let's go back to the digital evidence here. Because it was just playing his noise over and over again. That was a little glitch in the game, so apologize for that, but we took care of it. Alright, he's guilty. It was terrorism, taking part in organized criminal activity. Let's see here. Crimes against... Whoops. Taking part in organized criminal activity. Oh, did he have a criminal history? Yes, he does. Alright, so we needed to know that. So taking part is 24 years, and then terrorism is execution. Now, I believe it won't let me do both again, which, talked about in the last episode, is a bit unfortunate. I feel I should be able to give him a penalty as well. So let's put the 24 years in here. Then we'll click on the execution, and immediately it takes away the 24 years. So we're just going to execute him. I don't agree with it. I think that I should be able to give him the 24 years plus the execution, but it's just not how the game works. And as I said, it does depend on the country. Some countries would probably have that as a rule, and we have to go along with the particular country of the Bananas Republic here. How am I doing here? Alright, I haven't gotten any higher up on these things. The real big one I had, the first one was I went with what one of the subscribers had said, and he felt that the person who was out past curfew should be let go. That got me 10%. Then listening to the letter that was on my desk got me a lot worse there with the 25%. Compensation lawsuit, Robin, to have traffic accident. Oh yeah. So I want to see the digital evidence again, because if I remember correctly, yeah, he's cutting around her there on the motorcycle. I believe that's him on the motorcycle. Yeah. Henry William. So I'm going to find in her favor because he's cutting around her in the wrong on the wrong area there. We're going to deny it. There we go. He can write me an angry letter if he wants to, but the fact of the matter is he shouldn't have been driving on the side of the road there trying to pass somebody. Just because you're on a motorcycle doesn't give you special privileges, and especially if you're on a motorcycle, you should know better. You are in danger. Okay. Do love the look of this guy. He's a unique looking character. No criminal record. Involuntary manslaughter. Oh yeah, this one. This one was really hard for me to decide, but he is guilty. So the whole story here, if you've forgotten it, is he is a doctor, he performed a surgery, and he accidentally left I believe it was a little swab inside the baby, and the baby died. So it is involuntary manslaughter, 4 years in jail. I feel for the guy, because it's not like this guy's a cold-blooded murderer or anything. He didn't mean for this to happen, and if you read through the case, or you saw it the first playthrough, he's heartbroken about it. He didn't want that to happen at all. So, yeah, it's a rough case. I do feel truly bad for him, but I do feel I just made the right decision too. Well, going to jail again anyways. Alright, let's go back to the case. We can make our decision. We already know. 4 years in jail. Alright, there we go. We got past it this time. Okay, so I had a negative fee. So, yeah, it actually cost me money that was in my pocket in order to pay the difference there. So, yeah, right now, my wife's car is killing me a little bit. She wanted a car. I said yes. So I am losing money on it a little bit. She wants new household items. We don't have the money for it. So actually, you cannot just earn your money, even if you're taking bribes, and afford everything that your wife wants or your family wants. I guess that's good to know. And guess what? I'm going to probably go ahead and deny everything else from them for the rest of the time. Alright, we got the Joker here. Armed robbery. His mental health is not okay. Oh, it's one of these. Alright. We'll go ahead and move these over here. I could just see a judge being there. Just hold up, folks, for a minute. I'm playing a game here in court. I'll decide this trial here real soon. Just gotta play a game first. I have a feeling that wouldn't go over too well with the people in the courtroom. Just a thought, but sort of think that would probably be the case. Alright. Alright, that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there. Gun found in David Creighton's coat. He was arrested. Mental health medication found in his coat. 1 digital evidence for the case. Alright, definitely shows him there. So he did it, but he's insane. So, don't need to look at the law book. Yeah, he did this. Trying to remember, though, what he said. Curious about that. Why are you arresting me? Apologize for what he did, but don't you understand that we need it? Yeah, he's talking to himself. Alright. Yep. He's going to be found needing treatment. Now, see, personally, if I had somebody like that in my courtroom, even if he was innocent, I think I should be able to send him for mental treatment because he obviously needs it. I am curious with my mental health what happens if I let it drop entirely. I guess we're going to find out on that too. Non-compliance of contract, owner of Holy Paper Publishing Company. Oh yeah, so basically their argument was the fact that his sister bought a number of copies, so they shouldn't have to pay because his sister bought the copies. So basically, need to figure out who's who here. Tommy Cooper, non-compliance with the contract with J.J. Richardson, owner of Holy Paper. Alright, so he doesn't need to pay the money because, yeah, his sister might have bought the books, but that is perfectly fine. She is a legal citizen. She's allowed to do so. Alright, we got a note here. If Sergei Monnery receives any punishment, know this, Judge. I will not show you the light of day. This is my first and only warning. Think right and make the right decision. Is your life shitty like everyone else, or is it worth living? Think well. Alright, so we're finding this guy not guilty. Because as I said, that's the biggest one I'm doing is any of the papers, I'm going with what they say. That's going to hurt my chance of being arrested quite a bit here. Still at moderate possibility though, so that's good. Hey, I actually made a profit this week. You know what? As I said, I'm not giving anything to my family anymore. I'm going to start buying stuff for the house. So, with that in mind, we have completed another 2 weeks here. Things are starting to shape up and be interesting. As I said, I think the interesting this time was to learn that I can't keep my mental health up by just pleasing my family. Unless I go and do some serious gambling, there is no way I'm going to make enough money to purchase all the things that they want. With that in mind, I'm just not going to try now. I'm going to go ahead and buy the things for the house, make the house look nice, and everybody in the house can suffer, other than, of course, the cat. Because the cat responds to me, and I care about the cat. With that in mind, though, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all again for more of JudgeSim.